Hello, my name is Baptiste Cavodi. I'd like to welcome guys to my channel. Today we're going to talk about old school Excalibur. We're going to cover issues 3 to 5. It's going to be a pretty brief video. But these issues just are a lot of fun. It's written by Chris Claremont, art by Alan Davis. Came out probably late 1987, early 1988. So I was 7 when these came out. So this is before I got into comic books. Started reading comic books between 9 and 10 years old. So in this first issue, I had to talk about it because we have Excalibur going up against Juggernaut, one of my favorite villains. And I also like him when he's a hero. Like I like both modes in Juggernaut. So he's in this prison, this crazy lady who I'm not sure if she's an old school Captain Britain villain or she's coming from a parallel dimension. She just sort of pops up. I don't remember. I read this whole run, but I just can't remember who this crazy lady is. So if you do know, put it in the comments below. She's looking for something. She goes to this maximum security prison, or she's trying to create a distraction. Again, I just don't remember. Finds the Juggernaut, lets him go. Juggernaut just starts obliterating this whole prison, causing a jailbreak. Excalibur arrives. Captain Britain confronts Juggernaut. They haven't clashed previously, and Captain Britain realizes he's bitten off more than he can chew. Obviously, Juggernaut's way more powerful than him, while the rest of Excalibur is trying to stop the jailbreak. But the whole situation and how each character carries themselves within Excalibur, it's just a lot of fun how they're dealing with this whole situation. Megan tries to stop Juggernaut because obviously she's really in love with Captain Britain. That's another thing. Like, there's this really big, weird soap opera vibe in this series. Like, Captain Britain's like he this really weird relationship with Megan. There's sort of a thing, but there's also Courtney Ross. He's sort of falling back in love with her, but Megan's sort of falling in love with Nightcrawler, but she still has feelings for Captain Britain. There's like this really weird soap opera vibe to this series in general. But the thing is, Rachel arrives, Phoenix, since Juggernaut doesn't have his helmet, Phoenix is able to take him down pretty quickly. Captain Britain is having issues with living with the rest of Excalibur in their home. Like, he can't use the bathroom when he wants to. He just gets really pissed off with all these really zany situations that he's having to deal with his other teammates. He gets pissed off. He leaves, goes to London, goes to visit Courtney Ross. Megan's really heartbroken over this whole situation. Weird stuff starts going on in the lighthouse too. They're starting to see people from parallel dimensions and stuff like that. But in the next story arc, issues 4 and 5, it's a really fun story. We have Arcade teaming up with the Wild Bunch. And like, normally I don't like stories where Arcade is the main villain. I never felt like he was very dangerous, but in this story I actually like him a lot. And teaming up with these crazy old school Captain Britain villains, the Wild Bunch, it's a lot of fun. Especially this guy creeps me out. The guy that has a chariot drawn by rats and knives. I'm just realized they have knives on the wheels. So Arcade captures Courtney Ross. This is obviously, the idea is to capture Captain Britain and Excalibur. And what happens is that the Wild Bunch get into the Wild Bunch. Again, Alan Davis's art is fantastic. It's really clean. It's pretty much timeless, his drawing style. At least I really enjoy it. Even drawing 80s style stuff, it looks really good. It never feels dated. But the caveat to the story is that the Wild Bunch have this device, I think it's created by Arcade, where they body swap with each member of Excalibur. So the members of Excalibur are actually in the bodies of the Wild Bunch. So they have to deal with this really weird situation of being in other people's bodies and not being used to it. But the thing is, the members of the Wild Bunch are having issues being in the bodies of the members of Excalibur, having to use these powers and their respective powers and stuff like that. So we have a ton of really cool situations. Also, in early Excaliburs, there's a lot of Lockheed, a character that I really love. Kitty Pryde's pet dragon. So obviously at the end, Excalibur is able to defeat Arcade. Oh, there's a moment where Arcade actually ends up in with Murder World, and you see him like armed to the tooth and really willing to fight and kill people. So it's sort of interesting to see Arcade in that respect, because you never see him willing to be get his hands dirty, or that because previously he was an assassin. So you sort of get to see that other side to Arcade. That's really interesting. Here you see him with that gladiator's helmet, the machine guns, and the knife and stuff like that. So that's really cool. So I'm going to leave this video here. If you haven't read Old School Excalibur, I really recommend it. See you guys next time. Bye.